Alright, so I am ready to go. We're going to do the drugstore makeup tutorial. Yep, here we go. First is primer. I'm going to use the NYX HD. So I'm just going to get some in there. Whoopsies. That's okay. I'll just use that for the whole face. And I'm going to put a little bit up here. That's not a little, that's a lot. I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in taupe. So I am just spooling my brows up into like a shape that resembles an eyebrow. I'm just gonna line underneath the eyebrow. And come out with an arch. And now I'm just gonna go from the bottom of the eyebrow and I'm gonna go up with it, simulating like real eyebrow hairs with, you know, wow, that's dark to you guys. Coming up and out in the direction of like the actual growth of your eyebrow hair. Okay, I'm gonna pull this back out. All right. All right, and then take the spoolie and brush it through because you've disturbed your hair position. And this will also help blend the color a little bit. Now we're going to do some concealer. I'm going to use the NYX Studio HD, or HD Studio, I don't know. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Just a little. So I'm going to use this really tiny, small ELF concealer brush. It is super small. Get that in there a little bit. And then this is to clean up and also underscore where your brow is. Usually I use the Tarte Shape Tape. I need a little bit more of this because it really is oxidizing really fast. You can see where I applied it just now, and then this is where I applied it just a few seconds ago. Oxidizing means that it will change color on you. Brows are concealed. They don't look bad. Alright. I'm just really not happy about that concealer shade. I have this. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise. It is Perfecting Highlighter. This is meant for you to take it and directly apply it under your brow, but I don't do that because I feel like I don't have enough control. Let's see. I mean, that's a little bit, to me anyway, you can't tell. That's a little bit more highlighting. I just don't want right under my brow to be darker because you want to highlight the brow bone. You don't want to conceal that. You don't want to contour that. Yeah, see, that's brighter. Alright, I'm going to use this. Alright. This is pretty doable. I don't really think that there's much more I'm going to be able to do with my brows, so I'm going to move on. The NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. Looks like this. Apparently everything that's makeup has to have this little stupid fluffy brush on it. I have used this before. And it was alright. I mean, like, that's what I had before I started using different primers. Use the under eye setting powder, and I'm going to use that because I haven't used it in a while. So we're going to use that. Big fluffy brush. This is an ELF brush. I'm going to get some on there. That is actually a lot of product, but that's okay. And I'm going to set this down so that it does not crease on me, because it might be waterproof, but it might still crease on you, and that's not good. No bueno. Alright, so now that's set down. So now we are good for eyeshadow. The Maybelline Expert Wear eyeshadow palette in Chai Latte. I'm gonna get a brush. I need a nice fluffy blending brush. I went into the crease shade. It's the lightest color besides this base shade. And I'm not gonna do the base shade. It's too shimmery for me. I like a nice matte color for the crease. Oh dear, alright. I'm not going to do a windshield washer motion like I keep telling everybody with this because it's too dense of a brush. Yeah, see, I can't do the did you see me just try to do the windshield thing? It took my whole eyelid with it. So I'm just buffing it out. I'm patting it on and buffing it out in small strokes. I'm going to go into this ELF Flawless Eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this like honey colored shade. I've got a smaller brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. It's from their metallic collection. That's not a bad color. That's a nice blend. All right. And this one is a little bit more blendy than the last brush I used. Alright, so now I've got like this nice color, this nice honey brown color going on in my eyes. I need to throw a darker shade in there for some smokiness. So I'm going to, wow, that's pigmented. I'm going to dip into this bottom color, the brown. The color I used was the honey shade before that. I'm going to just use this same brush and I'm going to go in the corner of my eye. I'm going to go between patting and kind of swirling it in there for some concentrated color. Alright, and you see what it does? It gives it like a definition, like here's the end of my eye. Good. So I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like. So this is like one swipe of this, so it's very pigmented, which is why I'm blowing on it. It's a little bit different. There's less powder on there. I'm not going to use it because I don't need to. Keep your eyeshadow out because you use it to line underneath. Now I need a lid shade. And like I showed yesterday, I have a couple different options. I like shimmer on my lids. So I've got the CoverGirl Jewels, excuse me, with a lot of cool colors. I've got a Milani Pink, which I don't think I'm going to end up using. But it is a very nice color, and I've got a NYX jade color. Actually, that's what it's called. It's jaded. That's really nice. I might use that. Yeah, let's do it. I have not actually used this color. So, what am I going to do for a brush? Alright, I'm going to use the ELF kind of pointed, flat brush. Number 201, if that helps, because they don't have a name on this. And I'm just going to pick up some pigment. Apparently a lot of pigment. This I'm not going to blow off because I'm going to be patting it. So I need... This probably should have been a cut crease look, seeing as I'm dealing with two very different color schemes here. But I'm a little worried about trying a cut crease with the Drugstore makeup. Especially with those concealers that I've got. So I'm just patting in that color. The best thing about like using a brown, I'm gonna have to blend that for sure, is that a lot of colors go with it that you wouldn't normally expect. I'm going pretty foresty here. Alright, what do we got? I'm gonna use that big bluffing, big buffing, there we go, that's the word I'm looking for. Buffing brush to kind of blend that out, because that was a really weird line. I'm not having a lot of color payoff here, and I'm not loving it. What I'm going to do I'm gonna go into that Jewels. I went into the green shade. I'm gonna try and highlight like the middle of my eye with a different shade that's like extra shimmery. And that didn't do anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep patting it everywhere because that didn't highlight it the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna go into the gold shade and see if that helps. Oh my god. I barely touched it, which is fine. It's just, yikes. Alright, so this is a little bit more highlighty. I'm just gonna put this in like the center of the lid to give some more dimension. Do you see the difference? Just a little swipe. Apparently, I'm just going for like a St. Patrick's Day look here. And that was not the intent. Nope, I have a lot more on that one. This look ended up being a lot more Luck of the Irish than I expected it to. For some reason, because I didn't blow off one side, I cannot get the density or the intensity of the color. There we go. Pay off. But now it's like not blended. Wipe that off. Kind of blended on. I don't know if I've already mentioned it because I get wrapped up in this. I am using like a pat blend technique. This eye looks good. I'm trying to get this eye to match. Use a different brush. Let's see what happens. See, this one just looks brighter. This might be as good as it's gonna get. Okay. So now I've got, my eyes are pretty much done. It's really bothering me that I can't get the gold payoff on that side. And I don't know if it's me, it might be me, or if it's the palette itself. I'm going to go in, and I never use these, but I'm going to use one of the little foam things that come with it, just for a little, oh hey. That's a little better, right? Okay, that's a little better. So sometimes the foamy things work. I'm gonna blend that up a little bit. Buff it out, blend it out. Alright, so we've got a color going on here. Alright, now comes liner. Oh boy, liner. I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. This is my favorite liner as of right now. And I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to show you. This is the other favorite liner I use. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is $20. Which is amazing. So I do my tail first. So I've got like a little, got a little curve, and I'm starting out small. And you guys, I start out small with my wings all the time, and then they end up out here. See, even this one's curved up a little bit more than that one. So this is the ELF makeup remover. And I like this one a little bit better because when I use a makeup remover pen, That still didn't go up the way I wanted it to. Oh well. When I use the makeup remover pen with the Kat Von D liner, Kat Von D will not go over where I erased with the makeup pen for some reason. It changes like my skin. I don't know. And she just refuses. NYX does not. Thank you, NYX. Whoopsie. Okay. Okay. We're in our first stages here, so don't expect much. Okay, we've got a semblance of a wing. Alright, let's try to do the same thing over here. Haha. You can't see what I'm doing. But if you see, I can't see. And there we go. Okay. I'm gonna fill that in. And I'm not done with this wing. It's got to be sharper for me, so. Alright, so now I'm going to pull this wing out. Because I like her to be a little longer than that. That's better. It's hard because this is where I would normally go in with Kat Von D, because there's less pigment in hers, so this is where I would like draw out the tail with hers. Oh, that is sharp AF, man. I mean, this is my go-to liner, so like I know that it's a good liner, so that's not a surprise to me, but and as I've said in other videos, if you are not confident with liner, and I'm really not either, but I'm a little bit more, I would say, than some people. If you're not confident with liner, go with gel. Gel is a lot more forgiving, especially if like you like blink while you're doing the line, which I do a lot with liquid. If you blink, that blink is gonna show up in your line. If you do it with gel, it's less likely to happen that way. you're less likely to have that blink show up. Oh, and I'm not going to just tell you that and not suggest a gel. I suggest either the Rimmel London gel one or the Maybelline gel one. Like Maybelline's like Lasting Drum or whatever. I got some wings, guys. I'm not going to do my mascara because I'm about to use powder and everything for my face. And I don't want the powder to end up on the newly done lashes. So, let's do the face. I've already primed it. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, shade 202. Okay, where'd you go, buddy? So I'm going to use my Maybelline brush. It's a little stiff right now because I was using it at work. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of oil in it, which you can get at Target. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3 drops in it to help loosen it up. It's an anti-redness sensitive skin oil. It's the Yes2 brand Primrose oil. And sometimes I mix that oil with like my moisturizer at night or even in the morning to help with the redness. I would say that I do have very sensitive skin. I know people have more sensitive skin than I do. So we're going to go on the level of most sensitive to least sensitive. I'm somewhere in the middle but leaning towards most. Alright, so the face is covered. I'm going to go ahead and use my Real Techniques blender. I'm actually going to use a clean one. This is my powder blender. And I'll show you what the heck that means in just a second. Yes, I have a whole thing of beauty blenders. I'm going to use the ELF Makeup Mist and Set to dampen the brush, or the blender. You don't want to use a dry one because it absorbs more moisture than it's worth. And it absorbs all the product, which is not good. So because the oil kind of thinned out the foundation, I'm going to probably apply a little bit more. Because it's buildable. That's the good thing about that foundation, is that it's buildable. Okay. Let's just do a little bit more, and I will use the Beauty Blender instead of the brush to even that out. I feel like you can hear my stomach growling because I have not had breakfast yet. So I'm going to go in now and I'm going to start contouring. I'm going to use the Revlon Instafix. I'm going to go in there and warm that up a little bit. This is a little bit warm, but that's okay because I've got like a warm color scheme going on up here. Okay. I always contour my nose sideways. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of a cooler shade as well. That's just my preference. This is the Maybelline one, Master Contour, just to even out like the warmth. It's not very dark. I do have multiple contour sticks. This is just what I'm choosing for today. Oh boy. I'm going to use an ELF buffing brush Well, that blended it out really nicely because I think I had a little too much product up there, so that's okay. So this is okay for blending out that contour. It's okay. Okay. Now I need a highlighter. And these kind of oxidize, so I don't know about this. Alright, I'm not trying to look tribal, I promise. Where's my wet beauty blender? There it is. Alright, so now I'm going to start setting stuff down with powder. I have the, oh, wow, that's powdery. The Maybelline Fit Me, it's got powder in it, so I can't like do it all the way. Loose finishing powder, and I am going to use a beauty blender. Spray it with my ELF Mist and Set. And dip it into the powder. A lot's going to come out. Oopsie. And I'm going to pat it in. I'm not going to let it bake too much because I feel like I get a better set when I just pat it in. I will, however, bake down here. Which means that I'm going to put it there and I'm going to let it sit. That was probably a better idea than patting it. Let's see if I can fix that. That's better. I'm going to use my ELF Primer Plumper. I'm going to use the plumper first. My thought on this is that it gives you like a nice tingly feeling. It doesn't do much for plumping. Over that, a little bit of my Burt's Bees for some extra hydration. So this is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, and that's what I'm going to be using on my lip. Still waiting for the face to bake, and I still have to do mascara. Sorry. So this is an Eco Tools. Doesn't say what kind of brush this is, so I've been using it as either a concealer brush or a lip brush. From a London Lasting Finish lip contouring pencil, which I'm going to use as a liner. It doesn't have a color, so I can't help you on that. Yeah, that's gonna be lip contouring. So what I'm doing is actually lip contouring. I'm gonna get that lip pencil. I'm gonna blend that out. I'm gonna use this ELF powder brush. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna go through with some bronzer real quick, which apparently is broken, just dumped all over me. Gonna use this fan brush. I'm gonna do some blush. I'm gonna use my Maybelline blush with an ELF blush brush. Gentle swirls. I don't want too much color on there for the blush. Okay. I'm going to really quickly also bronze under my chin. And then I am going to highlight. I'm going to use the ELF. And I'm going to use my ELF highlighting brush. Swirl it around in there. I like to glow. This is a very low profile highlighter, which is good if you don't want to glow, but I'm gonna use the Milani highlighter brush. Swirl it around there. Just highlight right above where the lipstick is. Okay, and I am gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffy brush. This is the ELF brush that I don't know when the last time it was cleaned was. I'm gonna try this one instead. Swirl it around the highlighter. Highlight the brow bone. Okay. Highlight the inner corners. Nice. And then last but not least, I'm going to do some mascara and then I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to use two of them. I'm going to use the Pumped Up Colossal from Maybelline, which is not waterproof. Not waterproof. Okay. There they are. I'm going to go under really quickly with that forest green color. I'm going to go in with one of those Premier ELF brushes. And then I'm going to go in with that dark brown from that ELF palette. That's about it on that. Alright, well, set it and I'm done. I'm using the matte finish from NYX. There was a review that kind of became a meme about this when someone got hit by a car and their makeup was fine because I used this. So we're going to put it to the test because I really like my Urban Decay setting spray. So we're going to see. So I am done. Done. Hopefully this helped somebody. If it didn't, I'm sorry. If I wasted your time, I'm sorry. Happy International Women's Day. I have lipstick on my teeth. That's not good. Have I had that the whole time? Oh boy. Yep. All done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was enlightening. If not, again, sorry. I'll do a different video another day. Snow days I think are just going to become makeup tutorial days. So if we get snow days, just expect a tutorial. Alright. Bye.